Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Chicken Fried Toys Dime Novel Legends Ranch Hand figure. Now get a quick look at him here in the packaging. I'm not 100% sure what all the Ranch Hand comes with. I believe it's a knife, his pistol, and his base, as well as his hat. Can't quite tell in the baggie there, but we'll see once we have him out of the packaging. On the back here you have a very nice picture of the Ranch Hand along with some of the other characters in the wave. And his read-up says, whether it was riding point, swinging, flack, or drag, the Ranch Hand would follow the herd on the drive. Once the job was done and his pockets were full, he'd empty them quick like whooping it up in town. You've got a little read-up about the company, a thank you to the sculptors and various people who worked on the line. Wave 1, limited run of 2,000 pieces. So, the Ranch Hand is one that I believe was meant to be more of a generic cowboy, not actually kind of based on anyone or a tribute to anyone. At least that's as far as I know. You know, I haven't seen every Western ever. Like 90% maybe. But he still looks like a great figure. Let's open him up. Hey guys, just a quick note before the review begins. On their Facebook page, they are recommending that everybody take a bit of hot water and dunk their figure when they receive them. There was a small issue with some of the figures coming from the factory in China, and some of the arms have gotten frozen up in transit. So, just a quick dunk in hot water will free up those joints, make sure nothing snaps off when you first start moving the figure. And that being said, let's move on to the actual review. And here we have the Ranch Hand out of the packaging. Now, his total accessories were his hat, his rifle, his knife, and his 6-gun and base. So, I wasn't too far off. So, as you can see him here, he's a very nice, classic-looking cowboy. As I mentioned with all the reviews of this line, they've left the finger on the hand actually apart from the rest of his finger so you can slide it through the trigger guard. And that's a really nice little touch. I've actually got it behind the trigger on that one. But even so, little touches like that really make the figures great. As you can see, he's got his revolver over here with his little quick draw. Oh, he popped off the base. So, his rifle. Oh, he fell. I'll have to get that in a second. His rifle's very nice. There's a lot of nice little details, a lot of various shading. Those wood grain is actually sculpted, which is a great little touch. So, picking him up, his hat pops right off. As you can see there, it's a standard hat from this series. It's got a little orange band going around. The bandana, as well as most of the clothes in these figures, could come off. I choose to leave mine on though. The revolver slides right out. As you can see there, again, a lot of nice detail on it. The knife as well, if I can get that off real quick. You can see it's actually got a bit of sculpting on the handle, almost like it's a nice little wooded handle there. But despite the fact they left their hands open for the trigger, everything fits very nicely in his hand. So I'll actually slide his revolver in here real quick so you can see. That's a great little touch. So, the standard Chicken Fried Toys base has got the rooster with both 6 guns pulled out. Now, as far as his articulation, the Ranch Hand does a full 360 at the head, some slight up and down. You kind of got to watch the bandana spinning around as you do it. And his vest wants to keep popping apart. Now again, they do recommend boiling the arms, but that's not too big of a deal. You know, I've had other breaks from other companies where they break and they're just like, oh, well, it's on you. At least they warned us that there might be some issues here. Bends and spins at the elbow, spins at the wrist. No real abdomen articulation, although he does have some left and right, and the way they built their waist joints, he's got some very nice forward and back, so it's still a great little feature. You can see his undercoat there because his vest doesn't want to stay closed for this review. Legs go forward, out. They are double jointed at the knee, and do they have an ankle joint on these booted figures? Yes, they do. So you can see it spin there again. And I love how they painted the spurs, excuse me. I'll learn to talk one of these days. The little silver emblem, the actual spur itself, the strap for the boot goes all the way under the heel. You know, a lot of toy companies wouldn't expect you to look there. They wouldn't even bother painting that. So, this, again, it's one of the more generic cowboys. Like, there's characters in this line that are obviously supposed to be, you know, somebody, you know, or a homage to a classic Western character. This guy is just a ranch hand, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you need some filler cowboys, and this guy's honestly generic enough to be whatever you want him to be. You know, a bank robber, you know, maybe you can find an extra badge and glue on him from one of your other figures. Because at the end of the day, and I hate saying that a figure's generic, but it really is a strong suit for a guy in this line because he fits in anywhere. You know, he could just be a background citizen, bank robber. I keep saying bank robber. I really want a bank robber. You know, I guess he's going to be backing up the Man in Black from this series. So that being said, I definitely do dig him. You can purchase this line over at smalljoes.com. I'm not aware if they're going to sell them anywhere else. I got all mine through the Kickstarter. But that being said, this is JTrain 997. I do love this line. I recommend picking this guy up, and I'll see you soon, too.
Audio Jungle.